World number 1 Alcaraz prepares for the final stretch of his 2025 season. Two huge tournaments await. In the gilded twilight of tennis's grand arenas, where the echo of a single shot can ripple across oceans and etch a name into eternity, one young Spaniard's relentless fire burns brighter than ever. Carlos Alcaraz now stands at the edge of his season's final battles, determined not just to hold the summit, but to redefine the very soul of the sport. It was an October dawn in 2025. The Mediterranean sun cast long shadows over Murcia's citrus groves as Alcaraz, the 22-year-old world number 1, laced his sneakers with quiet resolve. The ATP calendar loomed like a gauntlet. The Rolex Paris Masters, a fortress of indoor fury, and the Nitto ATP Finals in Turin, where the top 8 titans would collide. Two tournaments that could either cement his reign or test every ounce of his mettle. Fresh from a season of 7 titles, including Tokyo's hardcourt blaze and a US Open epic that left crowds breathless, Alcaraz stood as both hunter and hunted. His forehand was a thunderclap, his smile a salve for a sport craving heroes. From Madrid's clay-stained taverns to Turin's torchlit piazzas, the world waited for Carlitos, the boy who danced past legends, to carve his name deeper into history. Please like, share, and subscribe for more Sport Talk content. On a quiet Parisian practice court, the air thick with chalk and anticipation, Alcaraz's preparation took on a sacred rhythm. Each swing a vow, each sprint a prayer. His coach, Juan Carlos Ferrero, whispered lessons of balance amid the clatter of baseline rallies. The young champion's eyes burned with the hunger of one who knows the summit's solitude, but craves its weight. Before the Paris storm, Alcaraz paused mid-drill and gazed at the empty Bercy stands. Ferrero's voice broke the silence. Carlos, these courts don't crown the loudest. They honor the deepest. Paris and Turin are your canvas. Paint with your heart. The prodigy nodded, a silent oath to pour his Mercian fire into tennis's timeless tapestry. Outside, fans gathered beneath Haussmann's arches, scarves of rouge and bleu fluttering in the autumn breeze. An elder held a faded photo of Nadal's 2005 triumph and murmured, "Carlitos carries Rafa's torch now." Their chant, "Ale, Alcaraz," rose like an anthem over the Seine. Days later in Turin, the air crackled in a shadowed gym as Alcaraz trained relentlessly. His volleys sang with precision. Locals pressed against fogged windows, watching in awe. A young fan whispered, "He's not just number 1, he's the heartbeat of the game." In quieter moments, Ferrero confided, Carlos's gift isn't his speed, it's his surrender to the moment. He plays for Murcia, for Spain, for every kid who dreams of a racket. Hearing this, Alcaraz smiled softly. "I'm not chasing points," he said. "I'm chasing the feeling of making someone believe again, like Rafa did for me." Across social media, anticipation spread like wildfire. The hashtag #AlcarazFinals blazed across X and Reddit. Fans from Buenos Aires to Brisbane crafted highlight reels, blending his Beijing brilliance with Paris's electricity. Newsrooms joined the chorus, L'Equipe hailing Leroy Carlos, ESPN dissecting his win rate, BBC framing his duel with Sinner as the new era's defining clash. In Madrid's Plaza Mayor, families toasted under starlit awnings. From Manolo's clay to Carlos's crown, this is our blood song, a grandfather said. In Turin, murals of Alcaraz and Sinner adorned the streets, their rivalry a renaissance reborn. Echoes of history whispered through the narrative. Lendl's 1984 conquest, Sampras's 1999 triumph, moments that marked eras. Alcaraz's journey stood poised among them, a continuation of tennis's eternal story, binding past and future in the same fierce rhythm. As the noise subsided to a reflective hush, the true meaning of this final stretch emerged. The season's crucible revealed more than rankings. It tested resilience, humility, and grace. Alcaraz's preparation became a parable of passion under pressure, a reminder that greatness is not measured in trophies, but in the courage to keep striving. Under Bercy's blazing lights, we glimpsed the warrior's quiet courage, the audacity to dream, the humility to endure. His journey from Murcia's dusty courts to Turin's grand stage is a hymn to perseverance, where vulnerability becomes the forge of victory. Legacy unfolds not in dominance, but in devotion. Alcaraz's campaign honors the spirit of endurance, playing not for self, but for something greater. Each forehand, each sprint becomes a testament to the game's enduring soul. These tournaments illuminate not only the athlete's path, but the fans as well. Through every serve and setback, we too rediscover belief, The same faith that binds players, rivals, and spectators into one living story. In a Paris press room, Alcaraz reflected, being number one isn't a crown, it's a call to keep climbing. Paris and Turin aren't endings, they're part of the heartbeat that keeps me chasing the light. Ferrero added quietly, Carlos carries the sport's soul, humility in every hit, a reminder that the greatest victories lift others. Even Sinner, his fiercest rival, admitted, chasing Carlos humbles me. His fire sharpens my ice. Tennis isn't about trophies, it's about truth found in the struggle. And Djokovic, ever the sage, observed, Carlos's journey isn't a sprint, it's a sermon. At 38, I see my spark in his. Every season's end is a new beginning. As this season's story closes, Alcaraz's charge shines like a radiant refrain, transforming ambition into legacy, reminding us that every end is but the start of another climb. From Bercy's roar to Turin's sacred silence, we are reminded that the true victory lies not in holding rank, but in the fearless pursuit of light.